Question number 4 was submitted by SWN 1639. What is chipboard? Is chipboard what comes with a pack of like your scrapbook paper? Is that the same as chipboard, or is that cardboard, or what? Doing research, cardboard, chipboard, corrugated cardboard, or fiberboard, all of that is basically made the same, so it is in the same pretty much family. It's like saying they're all human, but they're all made up a little different. I just have some samples that I can show you right now. Corrugated cardboard. I have used this in scrapbooking. You can cut different shapes out and stuff. I have in my big shot, so I actually like it. So I've also used it to do my templates for my flowers, the Tim Holtz flowers that I make in 8 different sizes. I did use a corrugated cardboard. It's a little bit thinner. I do like it because it's raised and it's easier to trace over when I want to make a certain size. So there's that. And of course the chipboard. There's different widths. There is heavyweight chipboard. There is medium weight. There's lightweight. This one I believe is medium weight, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, please. But the chipboard that I've noticed that comes in there in the packages already, like for the actual minis, these are more of a medium weight. And I do have heavyweight, and I'm telling you, it is a lot stronger and a lot thicker. Even when you tap at it, you can hear it's a lot more like solid, okay? So it just depends on how compacted it's all put together to be able to serve its purpose, okay? And then there's cardboard. This is what, I guess the question that I'm trying to answer here. This did come in a package of paper. I think it was, my mom had a package of construction paper, and she gave it to me. She was like, I'm not using it. So I'm like, okay. So I took the back of it, and I used it also to add in some other, doing some other stuff. So it's not as thick as chipboard. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. It's thicker than paper, thinner than chipboard. Okay, and it's cardboard, the same as chipboard. Yeah, actually, it kind of is. It just depends on how condensed the fibers are packed together to be able to form and serve its purpose. Okay, so these are all trees. They all come from the same thing. They're just made different. Number 5. How do I cover my chipboard mini albums? I was kind of like, oh man, I guess I felt kind of bad because I'm like, oh man, they're asking me questions, and you know, I don't know. I'm not a pro at this. But in receiving all of these questions, I'm thinking to myself, okay, you need to get on it then, Julie, because I want to be able to help, and I want to be able to answer questions, because I remember how in the air I was about everything, not knowing, and I didn't like feeling like that. So I researched, and I like that. So again, I thank you guys for submitting your questions to me. And anybody out there that really, I mean, indefinitely, you just know the answer to these questions, and I'm answering them wrong, please let me know, because I don't want to seem like a know-it-all, and I don't want to give wrong information. So please help me out if you know something that I don't. Okay. I do want to help, so please don't let that make you feel like, oh my gosh, I don't want to overwhelm her, let's not submit any questions. No, please submit them. Submit them and talk to me, okay? Because I need to learn, and I want everybody to learn, and I want us all to know. So that's why I'm doing this. So how do I cover my chipboard? This is what I started to do. I took this particular one and grabbed a bunch of my paper that I wanted to use, and as they were in 12 by 12s, I just traced them all out, cut them out. But this is what I don't want you to do, okay? And this is the reason why. You can look at this and see that if you were to split it, it looks very identical. Okay, here, and it's got the little bump here, and it's got the little bump here, and the bump here. Now, they look identical, but you know what? They're not. And they're not because when I traced them out, I only used one side, thinking that they were, and don't do this. Don't trust that. Okay, this is the actual shape that I cut out and side that I used to cut out. Okay, and with this one, I should have flipped them around and did another 10, but as you can see, I cannot line it up. and of course it doesn't go that way. Excuse me. So I have been left with one side of like 3 of these, well now 4 of these, no 5 of these, with some extra hanging here and some bald spots here. So yeah, as it's, see that. But what I'm going to do is use some of the Distress ink and cover it up. See if I cover that to try and get all that. See how it's not grabbing or not covering as well. Okay, this is going to be this not done. Okay, this is part of the cover here. Okay, but here's some that didn't make it. And so I'm going to be embellishing and doing something with this so that it kind of hides that, okay? Okay, so how do I cover my chipboard? I'm going to use the famous Scotch Quick Dry Adhesive. Okay. This dries fast, you guys, like freaking fast. Like, oh my God, you know, if you get it set in one spot, you're stuck with it unless you try and peel it off, but it's going to be ripped up. Now, I don't have a brayer, so I'm just going to get that glue everywhere that I can. And then cover it like that. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to press it in there. Okay, let it sit, press it down, press it down. Okay, here it goes. So what I'm doing is I'm grabbing this edge of my stamp and I'm holding it down and put some pressure down on it. Not too hard because you'll rip it, okay? Okay, so this is how I cover my chipboard, people. And I actually like covering it like this. Okay, so I will punch my hole in here now because I don't want to have issues with it later. What I learned to do, and this works for me, so wait until it dries though. Okay, I'm using an emery board. So I have, I'm going to start from, okay, right here. So you see how the paper's hanging out right there? If it's too much, you want to take little scissors that gets into little tight areas and clip it off, okay? But this is what I do. And I like this because it gives me a really nice razor sharp, crispy edge, and I really like that. So once I go all the way around, then I end up applying my other paper to the other side, and then I do the exact same thing. Still wait until it dries a little bit. When I was covering the other ones, I did wait. I didn't do it right away, but I'm just doing it to show you guys what it looks like. And I really like this. I don't want to use a craft knife because I'm scared that I'm going to chop my finger off with that because I have poked myself with it, and oh my gosh, it hurts really bad. So you see how it does that? And it gets right in there. I really like how it... I finally was using the softer side. So you just press up against it, just get it at the edge, and it just leaves a really, like the chipboard came with the paper, is what it looks like, which is what this one looks like. Very nice crisp edges. And if you notice a little lift somewhere, just grab the tip of it and, you know, pull it back, dab a tiny bit, and press it in, but do it pretty quick because that glue dries fast. But it holds like a mother, so. Alright, I think that's it. And I'm sorry I went into 2 segments, but like I said, I didn't want to leave anything out. So, I do have some other questions that I want to do another segment for, and I will be doing that. I'm hoping every Monday I can get a video out to you guys. So if I don't do it this Monday, I'll try and do it on Tuesday, but I have a lot of projects that I'm wrapping up and getting out the door to people that I promised some things to. So you guys hang out, and thanks a lot for submitting your questions. I really, really, really appreciate it, and keep them coming. Let's all learn, okay? You guys have a great weekend, and Jewel signing out. Bye.